I'm Ajoke. I come from Lagos, Nigeria, and I study investigative journalism at City. I chose to study investigative journalism at City for a number of reasons. One is my research showed that City offers practical hands-on journalism training for both undergraduate and postgraduate students. Added to this, a look at the course outline completely won me over. Not to forget that City remains one of the revered universities for the study of journalism in the UK. Journalism represents change for me. There's rarely a field of arts and social sciences that can effect changes like journalism can. I love that it is just like the field of medicine and the sciences, where one moment one is sick and the next they are fine. Storytelling can have that same kind of impact in society. A well-told story can change the fortunes of a society from a hopeless one to a hopeful one. Before joining City, I'd worked in the journalism sector in Africa for over a decade. My most recent job was as a reporter and presenter with BBC Africa. I was a bit anxious about returning to school more than 16 years after my undergraduate study. However, I had all the right support, and it has been quite an exciting experience to be back at university. It has been really interesting being an international student in London. As the only African student in my class, I've made friends from other cultures and learned a lot about British traditions. I discovered that studying in the UK is way easier than I'd imagined it would be, particularly as most of my classes are practical as opposed to the theoretical classes we have back home. My favorite moments at City would be times when I worked with my classmates on group assignments. We've had to travel out of London to film our stories and edit our pieces. These moments are ones I would not trade for the world. My favorite module on the course is JOM 273, the journalism portfolio. While I struggled with reporting stories from my patch in the early days, I've grown to love the adrenaline that flows from finding stories and writing pieces to build my portfolio. And even now that the patch is dead, I find myself spotting stories everywhere I turn. Outside my course, I do a bit of care work. It's deeply exhilarating to be able to help people in that way, providing companionship, help, and care for those who need it. It's something I found really fulfilling. This course has helped me to build confidence and equip me with numerous skills. Despite working in the industry for years, I had no idea of the abundant tools available to journalists to dig in order to tell a foolproof and impactful story. This course opened my eyes to them. I've also gained knowledge of data skills, which I found really helpful when telling stories. After completing my course, I intend to get a placement in one of the TV newsrooms in the UK. I believe City has more than prepared me to be a useful addition to any newsroom. I've gained knowledge of data tools for investigation. I have more than enough arsenal to deploy when investigating companies or people. I know how to use FOI to request relevant data and challenge any exemptions, and I've become better in my news and feature story writing. Hence, I would say I'm prepared for the future. I'm looking forward to taking advantage of the use of data in journalism. While data journalism is relatively new, it has massive potential for storytelling and in turn, impact. Hence, I look forward to using my data skills to find stories and help the audience understand and visualize these stories. My advice to future master's students would be that there's always something extra to learn, and you'll be shocked at how much extra you would learn when you pick a good school like City.